What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Romstar here, and today I'm joined by Geekdom himself for some Dragon Ball Super Talk. I almost said Dragon Ball Xenoverse because I've been playing too much of that game. I feel like I should be accidentally saying Dragon Ball Fusions because I've been playing that game
should.
more than anything. Before I start on this discussion with Geekdom, I will do Dragon Ball Fusions content once the online patch comes out. I also have to figure out my capture card situation, so that's that. It's happening sometime in the future, but for now, I'm not doing a Fusions Let's Play. Instead, I'll be focusing on playing the game. All right, so
but our friend D Free has one, so
yes.
check him out.
Yeah, check him out. I will link it in the description below if I remember. Yeah, so Dragon Ball Super is about to move into a very interesting arc, and before I start talking about that, I do want to mention this is a spoiler-filled video. The only spoiler information that we actually have is what's going to happen in, I believe, episode 71. Was that correct? 71?
I think it was 71. Yeah, there's a lot of BS going around like always. The only information we have is just the title of episode 71 and the promotional release. There's nothing yet about what actually happens.
Correct. And while I'm doing the intro, can you pull up the actual title so we can read that off in a couple seconds? So yeah, to those who actually are watching this and want no spoilers, this is your one chance to leave. So please don't let us ruin this for you. I have to also figure out how to title this video without being too spoilery, which I'm hopefully when this video is up, it's not as spoiler heavy, which I'll figure out later. But yeah, so there's going to be an interesting turn of events in the very near future of Dragon Ball Super. Right now, we're in a point where we have the in-between, I don't want to say filler, but the fillery, lighthearted stuff where it isn't too serious. It's kind of like the in-between stuff while they're preparing the next arc. So
Yeah.
we have a specific character come back. Hit.
Yeah,
You got
the name of the episode, I have the name if you're ready.
Go ahead, read off the episode title.
The episode's called Death to Goku, a hit job that can't be refused.
Hit has been ordered to kill Goku, and according to the Toei title, which most likely is their version of clickbait where he actually doesn't die,
Of course.
we have Goku as a target by Hit. Now the question is who? Now again, there's a lot of BS going around. People are saying that it's Champa for sure. Some people are saying that it's Frost. We don't have the answer to that. We have no clue who it is, and we will not know this for the next 2 weeks. However, what we're going to do in this video is we're going to have fun with it. We're going to kind of discuss who we think it is and who we think it isn't, and kind of figure out our best speculations and theories and ideas that we have as to who could have possibly ordered a hit on Goku. So without further ado, Geekdom, ready to get into this and have some fun?
Yeah, and one thing I will say is I think a lot of folks are limiting who it could be to Universe 6, but you gotta remember, with the introduction of GodTube and the fact that we have now seen GodTube in both the manga and the anime versions of Dragon Ball Super, it could be anyone from any universe who just happens to be watching GodTube. So it could be a god from Universe like 2 who saw Goku and was like, okay, this guy could be a threat.
Don't get into it.
I'm just saying it could be anybody.
We'll get into the details in a couple seconds. How about we start with who we for sure believe it's not?
Okay, I don't believe it's Champa because
It's too obvious.
Champa would just do it himself, honestly.
Yeah. Well, he would send Vados to do it, and on top of that, Champa wouldn't do it just because it would piss Beerus off. I mean,
Yeah, and Beerus just gave him a new Earth.
yeah.
What's
Dude, watch
Champa
it actually
seen
be
with Goku?
Champa. Watch it be Champa just because you said it's not. But yeah, I
hope
mean,
not.
Beerus did give Champa the Earth, so he has his own equivalent of having good food over there. They're brothers, and even though Champa has played dirty in the past, he probably would not go as far as this, where he wants to basically kill off Goku, so he doesn't have a better chance in the tournament when it comes back around with the Omni King. So it most likely isn't Champa. Who else is it not?
I mean, the thing about it being Frost is that I don't know if Hit would work for Frost. I guess if the price is right, and Frost could definitely afford it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely rich.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as far as who it's not, I mean, I don't think it's any of the usual suspects. It's not
Right.
Beerus, Whis, the Omni King,
Obviously.
Daishinkan.
I don't think
it's not
Wait,
them.
let's talk about Frost for a second. I don't think it's Frost for a major reason, and that's the fact that if Frost would have ordered a hit on Goku, why wouldn't he do it on Vegeta? Vegeta was the one who humiliated him in the fight.
That's right.
Yeah.
You would think that. Yeah, he
would
has
go
no
after
beef with
Vegeta.
Goku.
Exactly, he has no beef. He beat Goku. He
I mean,
beat
maybe
Goku.
it could be Boltamo for being
No,
upset at Goku
I
for.
mean, it's more likely than Frost or Champa, but at the same time, I feel like Botama was a nice guy because, like, no, it was Magetta. Magetta was the one who was crying. So was Botama too, wasn't he?
No, no. Magetta was crying, but Boltamo was consoling him, and that's why I don't know if it's really him because Boltamo seems like kind of a big-hearted guy. Like,
Exactly,
the Universe 6 guys were all kind of good dudes except for Frost and I guess Hit because Hit was an assassin, but Frost's the only guy who was a real douchebag out of that team.
Exactly, and douche doesn't even describe him. He broke our hearts, man.
Oh,
We all
man,
like Frost. I will never forget that betrayal. Like, I love Frost's character when it first came out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like Frieza's character.
A good Frieza.
And then it's like, nah, it's not.
It's basically like what Froze would be, if you remember Froze from Dragon Ball Heroes and Dragon Ball Online.
Froze is a completely good guy. And I was hoping that the introduction of Frost was Froze, but it's not. Instead, it was literally an equivalent to Frieza, which further makes me believe that every single Frieza race character in the Dragon Ball universe is an asshole. I mean, so far it's a perfect record, not including the extended universe stuff like Froze and who's the other guy, Kuriza, which...
Well, Kuriza was an asshole too.
I thought Kuriza was a good guy.
No. Kuriza was a dick.
So Froze was the only one who was good.
That's the only one that was good. Yeah, Kuriza was a dick and Neko Majin had to beat him. Nobody knows what we're talking about unless you're a super duper hardcore Dragon Ball fan. You have to be like really hardcore to know what we're talking about. But I will eventually do a video on Kuriza and the Neko Majin. So look
coming out very, very soon on Geekdom's channel.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about who we think it actually is. Now,
have you heard the theory? I'm going to say one real quick.
Go ahead.
About how it could be somebody who got Goku mixed up with Goku Black. I remember hearing one theory where one of the gods of destruction from the future, you know, before Goku Black killed him, sent some kind of SOS to somebody else to go to the past, and maybe that could be what happened. It is a good one. I think it's kind of too much for Dragon Ball, but it is a good idea, I think.
See, this is why I wanted to do this video. In the comment section below to those watching, if you made it this far in the video, I want you to have your best theories as well, because I've been reading some awesome theories in the past week, and this is exactly what triggered me to want to do this discussion, because like you guys have been coming up with some awesome stuff. And
yeah, because think about it, the counterfeit Goku was made to counterfeit Goku, so people are going to look at Goku Black and say, oh, well, he's Son Goku, you know what I mean? And maybe somebody drew a picture of Goku Black, and then Hit was like, I know him, and then how much are you willing to pay? Like, that would be great. That would actually, and for once, we'd actually have like a connecting storyline in Super, you know what I mean, where one thing goes to the next.
Exactly. Now, I do want to point out that Hit, even though him and Goku kind of developed a relationship, he is still an assassin. Even though he got ordered to kill Goku, he most likely will accept that, you know, well, he will accept that deal because it's his job. Like, he doesn't care about...
Or for all we know, he might show up and try to do it and then change his mind halfway through.
It's possible. Either way, I'm mostly excited about the fact that we're getting a Hit without limitations, because I still believe that if Hit and Goku fight, Hit will win. Like, Goku's way stronger than him, if we count the anime. The manga was a little bit different, but if we count the anime and how it happened in that, he's way stronger than Goku. Oh, Goku's way stronger than Hit. However, because of Hit's abilities, he's lethal. I mean, if someone pulls out your heart, you're dead. Like, I don't care who you are, you're freaking dead. Unless you're Beerus, in which case you probably can still somehow magically survive, but he's a god, it doesn't count. But let's talk about who we think it actually is, because you and I probably have the same idea of who we think actually is. So why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Well, I don't know, because I haven't told you what I think, but I think, honestly, it's going to be a new character. I think it's going to be a new character.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be somebody who probably was at the tournament and, you know, didn't really do much and wants to kill Goku because he's afraid of what might happen at the Omniversal tournament. That's what I'm thinking. Somebody tweeted to me an idea about how it could be some kind of mafia where they know they're not strong enough. Like, they're not strong enough to beat Goku if they went after him. So they could hire Hit. But I've heard theories like it's, you know, like freaking... I made a joke about it being the Rabbit Gang from Dragon Ball. And somebody told me Tao. And I don't know about that, but...
And before it was Pilaf.
Right? Well, it has to be, look, it has to be somebody who can somehow communicate with Universe 6. So I feel like it has to be a new character in Universe 6. I don't think it can be somebody from Earth because they don't know anything.
This is where my theory kicks in. I think it's a God of Destruction that's going to take place in the tournament. Obviously, with the availability of GodTube, I'm sure at this point, I don't know if they've been told or not that this tournament is going to happen. I mean, they could have been told so they can prepare a team. Like, you know, Champa and Beerus already have their teams. But for all we know, at some point, the Omni King told the other gods to prepare a team themselves for this tournament to happen. And I feel like what happened is one of the 12 universes, the god there, has done his homework, his or her homework, and saw that Goku exists. And they probably see Goku as the bigger threat in the tournament. So they ordered Hit. Even though Hit is the best assassin in Universe 6, honestly, I have a theory that he's the best assassin, period, across all the universes. I mean, there's a reason why he wanted to get the cube as his reward, so he could travel between the universes and basically do jobs across not just Universe 6, but across all 12 universes. So because of that, I think he honestly is the best assassin, period, so he's the go-to guy. So what I think it is at some universe between 1 through 12, obviously not 7 or 6, so of the other 10 universes, one of the gods is doing his homework, or hers, and saw Goku, saw the abilities that Goku had, probably has been observing him for a while now, and decided, you know what, this guy's a threat. If there's one person that can, probably do something to my team, it's Goku. I need this man eliminated before this happens, so I have the advantage, so I can be in the favor of the Omni King, because at this point, it's obvious that not just Champa and Beerus, but it's pretty obvious that I'm sure every single god fears the Omni King, because of how powerful he is. He can just wipe out your universe. So you want to be in his favor. So you want to make sure you win this tournament and be in his favors, be on his good side. And because of it, I believe that one of the other gods who is yet to be introduced ordered a hit, no pun intended, on Goku. What do you think about that?
I think it's possible, and I think the only reason that he would order the hit without doing it himself is because he didn't want to catch heat from, the other gods of destruction. I think it's unfair, because we haven't met. We've only met 2 gods of destruction. There's still 10 more out there. I do think, honestly, that this person who contacted Hit is going to end up being somebody from one of the other universes that we haven't gone into yet, because I think it's a perfect opportunity to introduce a new universe. Obviously with the Trunks arc, we got, the Champa arc gave us Universe 6. Trunks arc Universe 10, we've still got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still tons of universes left to be explored. And the sad thing about it is that we really haven't even explored them. And what I mean by that is we know that they exist. We've been there briefly, but we've never actually explored what kind of planets and civilizations are in these universes. And again, that's where you can sit there and say that Super will go on for a very long time, because stories can be told of just, dude, every universe has billions of planets with billions of races. As long as they keep coming up with new stuff, you could have hundreds of arcs. So that's the point, is that I think it is going to be, if it is a god of destruction, or some kind of god. It could be a Kai. Who knows? It's going to be from one of the new universes that we haven't seen yet.
Exactly. So in the comment section below, this is one of those videos where we have to talk forever, but in the comment section below, we want to hear from you guys now, who you guys think ordered the hit and why. Be creative, have fun with this. Again, we don't know any answers. If you find any article out there, because there's so many websites out there that are spewing out garbage, if you find any article out there saying that they have information, as of right now, there is no information yet. As of November 27th, when this is being recorded, we don't know yet. However, in a couple weeks, when episode 71 airs, hopefully we'll have a clue. But knowing Toei and Dragon Ball Super, we probably will not know the actual answer until a lot later. We just know the Hit's coming back. He's been ordered to kill Goku, and apparently, it's a Hit job that needs to be carried out. So
yeah, we don't know for sure if Goku dies or not. But
to be
honest, I do kind of wish he does, only because, I would love for them to have an arc where it's Vegeta, Kabe, and maybe a couple other guys trying to find the killer, and Goku sits out the arc. I do miss that about that,
No offense to Goku fans. No offense to Goku
No.
fans,
I mean, absolutely not. He's gotten a lot of sunshine. It's just that, I would love it if he sat it out until they brought him back.
Exactly. It'll be different. And, it's Dragon Ball, too. Death is a joke, so even if Hit does kill Goku, Goku will be back. Let's be real now.
Nobody stays dead, except for Future Trunks timeline. That stays dead.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
That's funny.
everybody.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, everyone.
We'll know the answers hopefully in the next couple weeks, but for now, I guess post your best theories and ideas. Be creative, have fun with this. This is just one of those fun videos where I just want to get the community to get together, because again, I've been reading a lot of stuff on Twitter, and it's been very, very fun seeing the different theories pop up. I want to hear from you guys.
Me too.
So comment it down below and let us know your thoughts. And of course, if you're enjoying these videos, you can leave a like if you want as well, because Dragon Ball Super is about to get dope again, and I cannot wait to see what else Toriyama has up his sleeves. And of course, the return of one of our new favorite characters, Hit. So yeah.
Yes. Probably everybody's new favorite character, except me. I'm still a Champa fan, but I like Hit too.
He's come back too. Champa's come back too.
I know. Champa Baseball is going to be the best Super episode of all time. Oh. I know. I've seen it with Time Ring.
Oh. There you go. And before the episode just sucks now. They're going to come back like, hey, Geek, remember when you said you saw the episode of the future? What happened?
Well, a different timeline.
Yeah, different timeline.
The one I saw was good. In my timeline, Battle of Z was the best Dragon Ball game ever.
Come on, man. Come on. Why you got to do this? Anyways, let us know your thoughts down below, and we'll just kind of discuss away. This has been Geekdom and Rhyme Style, and we'll see you guys in the next video, as well as the comments below. Peace.